back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we're going to be testing out the new About Face, the Performer Skin Infused Foundation. I have the shade F1 Warm, which has yellow undertones, and the description is Center Stage Skin. This cushiony formula is packed with 17 plus skincare ingredients to maintain moisture, help even and smooth skin with every wear. Our Skin First Hybrid Foundation is buildable, breathable, and wearable for up to 12 hours with cake-free, seamless feel and a natural soft focus finish. No matter your ideal level of coverage, optimizing your skin with each wear. It's available in 45 multifaceted shades to match all skin tones. Has a modular bottle with a large doe foot applicator. And the best part, it is only $22. I feel like that's very affordable for a more high-end brand. That's what I love about Halsey's brands, because she has About Face, which is, you know, a little bit more on the high-end side, but then she also has AF94, which is a drugstore brand. So she gives the best for both brands, but she still put out About Face, and then she ended up lowering the prices even more so that more people could afford it, which I love. I love trying out foundations. There's just something so satisfying about like evening your skin tone out. But the last foundation I tried was the e.l.f. CC cream, and that did not go well, so I was a little scared for this one. But this one was fantastic. As you can tell, it is so seamless. I could really not see it on my skin, but it really evened out all the redness and the redness from my acne that I was sporting. And it didn't feel heavy or cakey like they said. And I did set it down with powder, and I did the rest of my makeup for the day. But I did end up wearing it 10 hours so that you could see a nice wear test of it. And I do show you later in the natural light what it looks like in natural lighting, because this is obviously in front of my LED lights. But I feel like it looked pretty good. I didn't have any issues with it on my nose or anywhere on my face. Like I said, it just looks like my skin just perfected in such a beautiful, hydrated way. And this is after about 7.5 hours, and it still looks just as good as when I applied it earlier. Even though I was having some allergy issues, it didn't really wear off around my nose. Here is about 8:30 at night, still looking amazing. Maybe a little oily on my T-zone, and in my student loan lines it kind of settled a little weird, but that typically happens. And all you gotta do is, you know, add a little bit more powder here and there, and it looks fine. But like I said, it looks amazing for being on almost 9 hours. My favorite foundation is the Rem Beauty Sweetener Foundation, and that one definitely has more coverage than this one, but you can build it up. So it does have buildable coverage. At 11 o'clock at night is when I finally took it off, and it still looked amazing. So I really do feel like that 12-hour flame really does stay true, because I really don't feel like it looks that oily. Maybe in the summer it might feel different. For being on, I want to say 9 hours, this honestly looks so good. Like, it doesn't look bad on my nose. It doesn't like pooling weird around my nose. It doesn't look bad in like my lines, which I'm convinced no concealer or powder will stop that. It's just how our faces are, but it doesn't look terrible, and the coverage is still there without looking or feeling gross. Like, it feels light, because there's some foundations that when you have it on your face it will feel like thick moisturizer, but this doesn't. It feels nice and light and breezy. I feel like this is one of those foundations that is going to be good all year around, because in the summer I feel like this will also be really good because it's light and it doesn't feel too heavy in the heat. I'll be curious to see how it wears in the heat, because obviously today was like negative, or I think it was 1, so it's not like I was out and about in humid climates. I went and ate at a restaurant, and then I worked on my declutter video more. Nothing advanced here, but it looks amazing. I would say it's Maggie approved. I wanted to show you today in natural lighting. This is my skin in its healing stage. I would say it definitely looks better than it has been lately, and I did use the Good Vibes Only e.l.f. soft velvet primer this time. The first time I tried it, I decided to just do it with my moisturizer and nothing else, just to see how it wore by itself, and it wore really good. But I did want to try it with my favorite primer to make sure that it settled well, and it looked, I would say, even better this time, just because that primer always makes my skin look so poreless and seamless and help the foundation stay a little longer on my skin. But like it says, it's super hydrating, skin infused, it looks super glowy, especially in the sunlight. I didn't even powder it, and I feel like my skin doesn't feel like that wet feeling after you apply your foundation. Like usually I will have to set it, but this one I didn't feel like I had to set it, and it felt really good on my skin. Almost like a tinted moisturizer, but like I said, I feel like this is a good one to pick up if you're a foundation fiend like me. And I did go ahead and like show you that it can build up. It's not going to give you like the most advanced full coverage ever. It is more of a natural finish foundation, but it's super hydrating. I would say that looks like I just put moisturizer on, and it just like evened my skin tone out perfectly. And this tone I thought was going to be too light, but it actually ended up being my perfect winter shade. But I hope you enjoyed this little wear test video, swatch video, in case you were thinking about picking it up. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Bye!